Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium. Here's George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Still a bit of a chill in the air. 53 degrees our game time temperature. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot. Striding into the box, Alex Bregman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
The veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
Full count. 3-2.
Tag from Walker's there, and he's out at second base. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. At the plate, Jose Altuve. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's just 1 for 6. The 1-1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue. Standing in, Carlos Correa. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Altuve leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. There goes Altuve. Waved at and missed. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Batting third, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted into center field. Springer on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got a 3 for 7 line. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Walker. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
A 1-1 home. It's the outside corner for the second strike. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
And as it turns out, the two-out walk does. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
This one's down to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. At the plate, Greg Bird trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the 1-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Striding in for Houston, Derek Fisher, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready for another chance? George Springer. He reached on a single in his first try. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. Another try at 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. So Jose Altuve will get a chance next to try to extend the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gardner is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire. Digging in, Neil Walker, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. To third. Bregman has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Brandon Drury will bat next. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. He's 1 for 5. Popped him up. McCann is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Brett Gardner now. Keuchel's ready. Here's the 1-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The 1-2. Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Carlos Correa now. The 2-2.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Carlos Correa goes quietly leading off the fourth.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. And that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch. If you can hit the corner with it.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Base hit into right center. Riding in once again, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. Keuchel take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there in the inning. Next up for the Stros, Evan Gattis. He drew a walk his first time up. So 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Right side. Walker's got it. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
Now batting,
Derek Fisher the next to bat. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? Judge has a play, and that's the third out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. A wave and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning, and here's the second baseman, Neil Walker. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So striding forward now, Brendan Drury. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only one gone. Ready with the 1-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Aaron Judge comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Walker, the runner at third. Drury at second with two gone. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get to Chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And it's fouled away. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
The 2-2 one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. Pitch popped up. Berg is under it. 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Still 1-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow. Here's Didi Gregorius. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. The 1-2 is a slider that misses below the zone. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Altuve over to his left. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Hicks. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It gets by out there, and that'll let the inning continue. Evan Gattis now standing in. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Gonzalez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And yet another strikeout here. Digging in once again. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's Neil Walker. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Walker.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. Brandon Drury will bat next. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. This is line to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The tag, and he is out. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, George Springer. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The next 0-2. Skied into very shallow right. Judge will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
This pitch is popped up, and here's Brett Gardner now. Will Harris is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 36.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Correa is up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready for another shot now. Giancarlo Stanton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A swing and a miss as he chased. Digging in to try it again. Jose Allen. The 1-1. Popped him up. Walker waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Ready once again, Josh Reddick. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started, a complete game.
His stuff was electric here in this one, so there's...
From the home of the Tigers since 2000, we welcome you to Comerica Park here in the Motor City. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Michael Fulmer gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we are officially underway from Comerica Park. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Betts is retired, and there's 1 away. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
McCann moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Top of the first just underway here in Motown. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Still even at 2-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The 2-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Candelario from the outfield grass. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Red Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe-out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He's taken him deep once. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as it's grounded sharply to first, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Cabrera, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one. Mata at second. Candelario on at first with nobody out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's hitting at a more than robust .423 batting clip. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
1-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Another 2-2 offering. Popped him up. Moreland in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Push to the right side. And that's a base hit as the run will come in from third, and the Tigers have drawn first blood here.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a look at ball one.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
A 1-0 delivery. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Into the box now, James McCann. He swings and lines it to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Back on another here as the runner scores from second.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Dixon Machado digs in as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Nope.
And the changeup is way low that time.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll snap one over to first. Runner back standing. 3 runs already home here. Hit in the air down the right field line. Betts on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park. It's the Tigers 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. He's gone 3 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Here comes the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Bogaerts is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. 2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. The count now at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2. A little bouncer. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting center, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
And it's quickly 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though, He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
In now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. The 1-0 home. Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos is over, and that retires the side. Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Here's George Springer. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Houston, center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Played on the backhand. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch coming. Here it is. Up around the face.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
The 1-0. Fouled off. Bregman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
2 out base runner aboard in the top of the first. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for Houston. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you could do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he misses with it, 1-1. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a liner. Foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 2 hits in 20 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Altuve is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here's Justin Upton now. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And that misses for ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Albert.
Here's Albert now. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 strike to Pujols. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
There's a curveball blocked by McCann. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. Kinsler at third with 2 away. Again, a 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Angels grab the early 1-0 lead.
That's why you have to close the door when you can. They had 2 outs, but the 3-hole hitter rips a single, bringing the cleanup man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well-hit double.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He pulls this one into right. Reddick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels get 1 on the Pujols double. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Halos are off to an early 1-0 lead. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. And that one just missed outside.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
2-1.
The 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Trout will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. Pitch on the way. And this one runs up high. Ball 1.
1-0.
It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
2-0.
And 0 now. Waiting next is Brian McCann. Now the 3-0 offering. There's ball 4.
Take your base.
Batting seventh, catcher, Brian.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. The 0-2 once more. Popped up. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second, and the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden, the throw comes in, and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Evan Gaddis now standing in, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Grounded back up the middle. And a diving effort there from Kinsler, but it'll go for not a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. On the move is Trout. And that's the third out. Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. So 1-1 home. Makes some swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
And he subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out. Dan, here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's truly one of the great power hitters in the game. I love watching him, and he's got elite power. That's the kind of power that he can hit it over the light towers, and he can hit home runs that will show up on show track and everything else. So anytime he steps into the box, he's exciting to watch.
Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The windup and the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Top of the first just underway here in Motown. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. It's the A's nothing Tigers coming up. Major League Baseball on the show. Sean Manaea is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low three-quarter arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball, a true slurve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
And that'll bring up Mikey Motto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Mata, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. Manaea has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least one or two guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Howell's under it. He's got it one away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Into the box now, Jeimer Candelario. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center field. Lowry into shallow center. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Standing in, Miguel Cabrera, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Hit the other way out toward right field. The Scotty's on the move, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Chris Davis now coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. 2 hits in 7 tries. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Davis swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A ball and a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A little roller toward the hole. Machado scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Now from the North Shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball next on the show. Ivan Nova gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Ian Happ. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Head-to-head against Nova. He's gone 3 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman number 44.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, John Lester's done just about everything in the game of baseball. Not an overpowering guy, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball, has mixed in the cutter. His changeup has gotten better. The only knock on John Lester, not a real good fielding pitcher. He holds base runners on really well, but he's not really good at fielding bunts and throwing the ball around the diamond.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out toward left center field. Happ is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out, number 2.
Batting third, center fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Lester into his motion. Here it comes on 1-0. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Outside, 3-0 now. Josh Bell would be next. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Josh Bell the next to hit. His past history against John Lester, he's got a 3-for-7 line. He's taken him deep once. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner will get back standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Therefore it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire the side. One left for Pittsburgh. We are still scoreless. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Contreras leads off second with nobody out. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And he takes ball three, so it's a full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball four.
Batting second, shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell head-to-head against Nova, batting at an even .400. He also has one home run. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
You're on the mound in this situation, you only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a little tapper.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on infielder third baseman David Freese. We all know the history. One of the most dramatic home runs in St. Louis Cardinal history This guy doesn't get enough credit for being a very reliable defender. Look for him to make a big play today.
Striding in, Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0. Popped him up. Freeze in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. Here's Javier Baez. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He's set, and the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity. Just over the river from Windsor, Ontario. We're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Ought to be a good one here between the Seattle Mariners and the Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too much.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Gordon gets his lead at first, nobody out. From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. It's a dream matchup on the mound. Coming up right after this. Here's George Springer. He will lead this one off today. The 1-1. Fouled away. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Alex Bregman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Jose Altuve.
A bouncer up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. And he'll try to hold up in time, but here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Hit back up the middle. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Runners going. Back up the middle. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And the runner's breaking for third. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with Sujan. Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Here's Didi Gregorius. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Previous history with Luis Severino, batting at an even .400. He's taken him deep once. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Now at the plate, Brian McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit to second. Walker has it. They'll whip this one to first in time. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Big breaking ball and a beauty. 1-2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's 1 down now. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. His line against Justin Verlander, he's 0 for 9. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Correa has a play. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And it's 1-2. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Pitch on the way. He stays alive, still 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and Walker will reach. It's a base hit. Brandon Drury will bat next. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself. Evan Gaddis now standing in. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 1 for 2. Ball and 2 strikes now.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Next up for the Stros, Derek Fisher. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got it. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees. Leadoff man. Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Fisher is after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he'll scramble back to first safely. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 3-1 the count now. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away, and Judge is off and running. He swings and misses, throw down. But he'll just play a little cat and mouse as he looks him back. Here's a high pop-up. Verlander is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end. Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos Correa.
And he struck him out. His 8th. Next for New York, Greg Bird comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Coming to the plate now, Neil Walker, a base hit in his first trip.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
There he goes. Grounded back up the middle. The tag, and they got him at second. On to first as they get the. So coming to the plate, Josh Reddick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hard hit ball to second, taken by Walker. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is fouled at the plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. For Walker now at second. Reined in. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1. Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when you hit 52 home runs as a rookie, you rightfully get your own cheering section built in your name. Swing and a miss. That retires the side. So digging in now, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-1 home. High chopper towards first. Gonzalez has it. And he'll just make it to the bag a step or 2 ahead, and there's the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. To 2-2 now.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I know you're standing.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he's safe. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. Ready for another shot now. Didi Gregorius. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. And he'll get there. Striding in for Houston, Evan Gattis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Digging in now, Derek Fisher. First time up, he went down looking. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. 2-2. Now a chopper to first. Might only get one. And he'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Here's George Springer.
Center fielder, number 4.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. He will strike him out. Now in the box, Greg Bird. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Aaron Hicks.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Springer coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in now for the Yankees.
Neil Walker.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit in the air to shallow center. Correa ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play, and then here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Carlos Correa. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Now batting, Josh Reddick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Walker over to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. In now, Marwin Gonzalez.
Number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Altuve on third with 2 out. And he's got another one here. Brandon Drew. Chris Davinsky comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. A bouncer up the middle. There is Altuve, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He's 2 for 3 thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Fisher moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in and looking for more, Evan Gattis. Last time through was a base hit. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard. Late in the game. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Now they couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Number 4.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Popped him up. Sanchez is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll. Ready for another chance. Giancarlo Stanton. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Gonzalez waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's Didi Gregorius. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 2 out, nobody on.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Hit back up the middle. Correa loves it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Ready once again, Alex Bregman. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. The 2-2. Goes back up the middle and into center field. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 4. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. 1-1 home. Back up the middle. Backhanded. to second for one. Back to first, a double play. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really put together a commanding pitching performance out there. Ended up tallying 12 strikeouts, and more importantly, he gave his team a great chance to earn the victory.
For the Astros, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Stepping in, Ian Happ, and we are set for baseball here this evening. The 2-1 home. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches. Now the 3-2 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo.
First baseman number 44, Anthony
1-1.
Rizzo.
Pulled toward right center field. Springer giving chase. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. This is in the air out to right. Reddick has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Throw won't get him. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Alex Bregman.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting third.
Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Springer, a runner at second with 1 away. Hit high and deep out to left field. Schwarber facing back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Here's Carlos Correa now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Carlos Correa becomes out number 2 this inning. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Russell has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves it. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 2-2, here it is. Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. That's lifted the other way out to left. Marisnick is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Throw into second. Into the box now, Jason Hayward. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Dig Solids.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 2-2 one more time. On the ground up the middle. Russell's got it. A spin and a throw. And the spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first down. Stepping into the box, Brian McCann. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball foul down the left side. 1 out, nobody on.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schwarber comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Evan Gaddis now standing in to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's Javier Baez. His career line against Garrett Cole, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. Bouncer down the line. The 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. McCann corrals it. The throw down to first, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Ian Happ. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. To short. To his left, Correa. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Here's Chris Bryant now. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Ground ball foul down the left side. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Happ rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he'll get in there safely. And the run will score all the way from first. So striding in, Anthony Rizzo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Into the corner and slicing foul. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Marisnick going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber. He drew a walk his first time up. Popped him up. Bregman shading to his right, and the inning is over. Here's Jake Marisnick as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now Lester deals the 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Happ moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Riding in once again, George Springer. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 2.
Lester into his motion, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. So a runner at first with 2 away. And striding in is speedy second baseman Jose Altuve.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But
and he runs out of gas. Here's Addison Russell as we begin the top of the 4th. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is in there for the second strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Altuve charging this one. Throw to first. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League. This is hit high and deep out to left. Schwarber racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Carlos Correa goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Lifted the other way to left center. Russell is calling for it, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up?
Well, the play's been made, and that ready for another chance. Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Ground ball right side. Rizzo was there, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Striding in for Houston, Brian McCann comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Contreras goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. McCann is retired, 2 down now. Evan Gattis now standing in, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. The 2-2. A little bouncer. Lester has his target. 2-2 on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Baez fields it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bat. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He went down on strikes last time up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marisnik is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
On the move is Springer. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He got under one and popped out his last time up. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit on the ground to third, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't. So striding forward. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. On the ground to the left side. Bryant is up with it, and the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 1 and 2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
And he struck him out. His 8th. Ready once again, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's
now batting, right fielder
Brad Peacock takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 41.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Zobrist aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped him up. McCann has a play. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Javier Baez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time. In now, Jose Altuve. Carl Edwards Jr. gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Carlos Correa now. No hits to this point.
Number 1, shortstop.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Correa.
Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. At the plate, Josh Reddick. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Josh Reddick.
Check swing here, but he holds up. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Count even at 2-2. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 2 balls and a strike now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Riding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the... Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. Brian Dunsing is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Brian Dunsing.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Lifetime against Brian Dunsing. He's 1 for 4. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now the Astros designated hitter, Evan Gattis. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Next up for the Stros, Jake Marisnick. Man at first after the 2-out walk. 2-1 the count. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a step off. He's running. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Skied down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. Couple of walks for him thus far. Popped him up. Gonzalez has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Addison Russell. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Struck him out. So digging in to try it again. Brandon Morrow comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Brandon Morrow.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Morrow rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Last strike now for Houston. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he holds on, and the ball game is over. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Jon Lester, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the long